Okay, so if you're watching this video, you're probably stuck for ideas. You've got what they call writer's block or creative block. I'm going to show you exactly how to get over that shit in under 10 minutes. So look, here's a hard truth, and it's one you need to know before we go any further into this video. You are not burnt out. You are just bored of making your content. It's the same thing you've been doing. Nothing's really working. It doesn't excite you. So that's the first truth, is admitting that. The second thing to remember, and this is really important, it should help you feel a bit lighter. At some point, every single person will hit that phase of like, oh, this isn't working. Shit. What do we do? Now, don't do what most people do, where they take a week off. They're like, oh, I'm just going to take a break. I need to relax. I need to chill out. Let my creative juices flow. Don't do that. The goal to get your creative juices flowing is not to take a break, it's actually to reboot. The first thing, and this is the fastest and quickest thing you can do, is actually change environments. So whether that's literally going on a walk and just bringing a notepad and a pen with you, whether it's just going for a walk in your town or city, wherever the fuck. Maybe it's going on a car drive. The point is, if you, say you, like me, you're stuck in your room and you're trying to come up with ideas. You've seen the same four walls like a million times every single day. You need new stimulation, right? That's how you start getting the creative juices flowing. So that's step one. Step two is to forget about making content. Is to actually just live for a bit. So you're not taking a break, you're living. What I mean by that is it's quite a difficult thing to do because it basically runs on doing meditation. Is like be very present to what you're doing. If you're buttering some toast, be very present to the toast. Hear the and eat the toast. And you say, why the fuck would I do that? And I'll tell you why. Because you start getting your auditory processing going. The visuals. You're not thinking about making a cinematography masterpiece on toast. But what you are doing is you start realigning with what makes videos good. You're like, oh, I see where this is going. Yeah. Start making a coffee. You hear like the of the spoon. What are you doing? It's resetting, but it's to find enjoyment and beauty out of the small and little details. Usually what happens with the burnout is you think everything has to be this fucking masterpiece. It's like, no, it's like take joy out of the little things. Sometimes you've just been overcomplicating shit for too long. It's time to step back. So that's what I mean. It's not like you have to go be a Buddhist monk. It's just sometimes just taking a moment to enjoy the little things and switch off from everything can reset you quite nicely. Then the next step is once you're in this new sort of heightened mind state where you're like, oh, like I actually fucking enjoy life. Like not everything revolves around social media. This is where you make it so low friction, it's easy. What people would get wrong here is they're like, right, I need to go write down content ideas now. You know, this, that, and the other. No. What you do is you just take something and come up with the shittest idea that you can do. And I'll tell you why. Just look at something and don't try and come up with the perfect idea. Just say whatever comes to your mind. So I'll do it right now with you so you can see. Coffee mug. It's got an interesting pattern on it. Looks like a trippy wallpaper. There's a chicken over there. Cock-a-doodle-doo. How could I make that into a hook? Maybe I just go, you hear the chicken go cock-a-doodle-doo, and then right at the end I go, do you want to get better at content? If you do, here's my 5-step process. I've just come up with that on the fucking spot. Doesn't matter if it's terrible. Honestly, I might even make that one day. It sounds ridiculous. But it came to me just by not looking for a great idea. It came from looking for the shittest idea. Same with this lamp. Let's look at this lamp. You turn it off in the dark. Can't see. You turn it on. Your face changes. You're like, do you want to get good at content? Turn it off. And then you turn it back on again. You're in a completely different outfit. Why are you still watching this video if you don't want to get good at content? Whatever the fuck. And then what you do is once you've got these ideas, just write them down. Because this is the best part. Once you have the ideas, at least then you've got something to work with and you can edit on. And by keeping it stupid and fresh, not only do you keep your uniqueness, because you want pattern breaking hooks, like visual hooks. You start getting rid of your burnout because you're like, oh, when it's this low pressure, you almost expect it to do shit as well. You stop focusing on the output. That's what you're doing, right? Now, the fourth thing you can do, unless this is the third, I can't remember, I've lost count, I think it's the fourth, is then you can start looking at, you don't look at creators in your niche. Everyone says this, even I say it, but if you're like in this kind of boredom state and you're just like, this sucks, look at different niches and you'll see things you can take. Like if you're into sports and you say your niche is like, I don't know, fucking American football. Great, you've done that, you're bored of it. Go look at the fashion niche. Look at a niche you wouldn't have even considered. You don't have to look at it for long, just like 10, 20 minutes. As you're scrolling through, again, you kind of switch off a little bit because you're almost like, maybe it's not your thing as fashion. Like you don't really fuck with it that much. But you'll see an interesting editing technique or a hook or a visual something and you're like, huh, I wonder how that could fit in with American football. And then you've got an idea, right? So use others to give you inspiration and just steal those ideas, write them down. Then the next step, so I'm assuming this is step 5, is just then record something low stakes, just 2 minutes. Forget even trying to make like an Instagram video. Just say, I'm gonna talk about XYZ for the next 2 minutes. And if it's good enough, I'll upload it. If not, the least I'll have is some new ideas that I can work with. The main point is like, you want to get out of your own head. If you keep everything inside of like, oh, it's not going to be good enough, oh, I'm this, I'm that, you won't be good enough because you've not got anything to learn from or edit or make better or refine or iterate from. Thoughts give you the material. Your hands, your voice, that's what actually makes that material into something that other people can have, right? Then after you've done that, just edit it and fucking upload it and just do whatever. Learn from the data. Volume, 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 all right? We won't go into that. There's plenty of videos of mine that talk about that. But that's how you get out of that creative burnout, creative blocking, writer's block, creative block, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's just my tips on how to get out. Hopefully it helped. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.